The following is an audio drama. An audio drama is an audio-only production with a full cast of characters, sound design, and music. Headphones are encouraged, but not required. To download the full 11-episode series, visit MagusElgar.com.
Within the multiverse sits a fantastic magical realm, a place we call Hearth. This is the world of Magus Elgar. Seeking to prevent disaster, he and his colleagues hunt for S.T.A.M.P.s, scientific tools augmented with magical power. Their tale continues here, Episode 11. Do S.T.A.M.P.s dream of electric keeps? Here we are at the Lightning Spire, the new lair of Victus. Indefinitely wreathed in thunderstorms thanks to the lightning of Magus Boltus, it is the perfect place to power the malicious machinations of one of the most ominous stamps in Victus's possession. And Udo finds himself trapped inside, longing for his mentor to come and rescue him. Hello? Can I come in? I'm supposed to know what's going on. Anyone? Oh. Well, I guess I'll wait for mail.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Elation makes me dizzy.
Excuse me.
What? Who said that?
It was me. L.I.N.U.S.
The stamp? You're the living nexus solution, thing?
You may designate me as Linus.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. Where's Victus?
User Victus is currently maintaining ether flow from external sources in the other room. This will give Linus time to collect data.
Sorry, this is weird, talking to a box and all. You didn't seem smart enough to talk like this before.
Correct. 3 deciliters of your ether increase my processing capacity by a factor of 10. You are gifted.
Thanks. I think. I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but shouldn't I be dead?
Linus requires additional parameters to define the nature of magic before an accurate solution to the Magi conundrum can be found. To destroy something without accurate data would be illogical.
So you didn't ask Victus about the Magi?
Bias is not fact.
Huh. If only everyone else would agree. So you can understand me just fine?
Communication with other sentient creatures is much like playing Minesweeper. The correct spaces selected provide data as to what is acceptable and what is erroneous in discourse. Similarly, if you choose the wrong topic to discuss, everyone is destroyed in an explosion.
I can tell this is going to be a fun conversation.
It's about time. I was starting to think you gave up.
Here's the place. And the donkeys were too scared to carry you all up there.
I'm honestly impressed that you pulled the carriage all the way up here, even in that dreadful condition.
Everybody's strength's one of the benefits of good old farm life. Also sweating, or just adds to challenge.
Okay, male team. Udo's bound to be somewhere in this tower. Let's find him first, then smash Victus's face in and claim ownership of the tower.
I suppose that's a fair plan, except for the tower. Mr. Elgar, you know layers better than most, right?
Me? Oh, yes. I was just observing
That was barely a sentence.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry, but Magus Boltus has class. Look at all the spikes and this obsidian patio. It sends shivers down my spine. So atmospheric. I could be scorched alive and it would only bring out the best in this floor.
Oh. Good point. Hadn't thought of that.
Magus! If you don't focus, Udo will die regardless of where he's standing.
You're right. This isn't the time to meander. All right, Dawn. Prepare to be jarred by my unlock spell. Abjaris Sesame!
You alright?
I thought the crystal would improve on the drip over. I'm all right. Apart from some internal bleeding. But that's where I keep my blood anyway.
So no magic for you?
Quite. If I try casting too hard today, I could end up seriously damaging my brain. I toss a faulty totem aside, but I can't quite do that with this one.
Couldn't you help us?
Me? Of course not. I'm still sour about earlier. I'm not helping you another inch. It's not what I'm here for.
Well then, you'll just have to watch from afar.
Fair enough. I can get a decent view from here anyway.
When we got to Hearth, you said Trike had stolen the mirror cauldron. How do you get into your tower?
Well, Trike used his bureaucratic shenanigans to make battering rams a legal form of entry.
Then let's do that.
Where are we going to get a battering ram?
You do realize the slow turn to face the dumb farmer does absolutely nothing for him, right?
You people are paying attention to me? Want to see me do a dig with a ham bone? Always cheers me up.
Mr. Malaaki, we have need of your special skills.
Now, when yous mean special,
Grab him.
there was a belter, Man, he really does have a point. Just a little kerfluffle now.
Well done, gal. You've done your part perfectly. You rest. Go. Sleep with happy memories of frolicking cousins.
We really shouldn't leave him here.
Do you want to carry a 300-pound farmer up the tower?
Oh, well, I'm sure he'll be fine. He seems like a hardy guy.
Dark, gothic, rather intimidating. I love the rows of gargoyle statues.
Except for the polka dot carpet.
It must be to collect static.
Look! Kakkay found the door to the stairs. Something's blocking it, though. It looks like there's a giant padlock at the base of this painting.
It doesn't look like the painting's even complete. See, there's places with open slots in them. I don't think...
Magus, do come in.
Oh, good. I was getting worried we wouldn't be greeted.
Victus, where are you? Show your mask so I can rip it off your smug, testosterone-deficient face!
I'm preoccupied with work. If you feel like interrupting, I'm on the top floor. But you'll have to get through Boltus's security first.
Welcome, intruders, to these trials 3. The pathway to your prize. Take heed and listen carefully, for these tasks only reward the wise.
Magus, the gargoyle is talking.
He must have charmed it with a watchdog spell.
Stop talking in rhyme. I refute thee in haiku. Your skill dwarfed by mine.
I'm not competing with that, goodness woman. I have constructed these rooms to prevent interlopers like you from halting my work. The first trial you'll find to be quite the challenge.
Oh no, it's a MacGuffin chamber.
What?
Astute observation, Magus. Before you is the Chamber of Keys. A handful of these gargoyles hold the pieces to complete the painting above the lock. But to get to the pieces, you must solve a riddle for each gargoyle.
God will be stuck in this place for hours!
All the gargoyles look the same. Which riddle goes to which?
Indeed! Find the 10 correct pieces to affix to the great painting, and the final clue will be revealed. Only then will your path be open. Your only hope is to translate the clues etched on the walls. I hope you know Fractal Druidic. If you find the right pieces, you'll win. What are you doing?
Oh, Got bored, so I used one of the gargoyles to break the padlock. MacGuffin rooms were all the rage for a time, but immensely impractical. Imagine carrying 4 keys just to go to the bathroom.
At least that was easy.
Elements! Take this seriously!
Why? I'm making more progress this way.
No matter. You still have 2 trials ahead. You won't be able to brute force them all.
If there's anything I've learned about magic in Animate Golem, you just watch us.
I can't. I'm affixed to this pedestal. Hey, come back here. Do this puzzle properly. Hello? Blast it all. Maybe I should have stuck to colored keys.
So what makes you think I'm gonna talk? You're working for Victus.
Acknowledged. I will conclude and file our discourse and proceed with Phase 2, draining remaining ether.
On second thought, I could do with some light conversation.
I've been observing the data of M.A.
Mail?
Mail's activity collected over the last few months. Your existence is paradoxical.
How?
The declared objective of Mail is to collect stamps, thus preventing damage to Hearth. Yet the involvement of Mail inflicted more damage by a significant percentage as opposed to inaction.
You probably also saw the damage the stamps did. Even in the hands of non-casters. We had to retrieve them to disarm their magic.
In every recorded conflict, arrival of a spellcaster in all scenarios increases mortality by 40% and collateral damage by 116%. The use of magic leads to notable destruction in 87% of all conflicts. Elaborate.
We don't destroy things all the time.
Location, Hearth. Root, Master Database. Mail Database. Incident 1. The activation of Omega-1 Mirror Cauldron caused the existence of S.T.A.M.P.s. S.T.A.M.P.s have inflicted severe damage to Hearth and its inhabitants to an exponential scale.
But there's...
Incident 2. The farmer discovers Alpha-4, a radio, leading to male intervention, leading to breaded nuggets, leading to death by breaded nuggets.
There's a few parts missing between those points, if you'd let me explain.
Incident 5. Alpha-9. Antifungal gel consumed domiciles. Location, Glumbledon, leading to Magus intervention, leading to significant toxic crystallization, leading to significant fire damage. Query, Udo. Are spellcasters good? Are spellcasters necessary?
Of course they are.
Elaborate.
Well, if we weren't there, wouldn't those stamps have caused more destruction?
The existence of stamps. Incident 1, activation of Omega-1, Mirror Cauldron by Magus, Elgar, and Wizard Quaff.
That's part of the risk.
Elaborate.
Look, as much as it'd be safer not to cast, magic is going to happen in Hearth anyway. We can't ignore that. The only way to protect ourselves is to get answers. We need answers, and the Magi and Wizards get them.
Incident 1.
No, not everyone is gonna get it right. But it's our only defense against natural magical anomalies like monsters or firestorms or dragons. That's why Magi exist. It's a thankless job, but we do the dangerous stuff because it's necessary. We take the risks, and most of the time it's just us getting blown up. You should ask my friend Kakkay. But it's better that someone is willing to than everyone else stumbling into magic and getting hurt.
Proposition example. Magi play Minesweeper as practice for higher stakes games of Minesweeper. Error. Collateral for losing may include themselves. Logic error. Dead Magi cannot protect Hearth. Resolving. Query Udo. Magi kill themselves in the pursuit of safety. Elaborate.
Yes. No. What?
The nature of Magi is sacrificial, correct?
I guess. Though most of us try to avoid the dying part.
And the reason for sorcerers using magic?
You got me there.
Variable processing. Result. Inconclusive.
Crumbs.
I will extract more ether to process the remainder of the equation.
But you wanted to know why people did magic, and you got a really good reason. Isn't that enough? You were onto something with the mind sweeping, right? Well, magic could be like something with the high-risk sweep miners.
Alternate conclusion for proposition example. High-level Minesweeper is based primarily on luck. The surest way to prevent collateral is not to play. Ether expenditure at 30%.
Tube still in back. Oh, it's still painful.
We're coming up to the next trial. Be vigilant, everyone. Kaylee, you look concerned.
Something doesn't feel right about all this, Magus. Why did Victus tell us where he's working?
Oh, you know, those villainous types always making taunts and such. I thought you'd be happy to see that.
This feels different. Doctor, did you bring the radio?
I didn't think we could risk Victus using it to find more stamps. I did bring the scalpel, but I want to avoid using it unless we absolutely have to. I don't want to drop a tower on our heads.
All right, guess we're stuck going forward. Right, door blocking the way. It looks like there's an etching of a gem over the handles. Does that sound familiar, Magus?
Oh, an oldie but goodie. It's a chamber of temptation. On the other side of the doors lies a Cubis orb. It summons a simulacrum of your greatest desire. Only those who want for nothing or are strong-willed enough can walk through unscathed.
All right, I suppose I can go in.
Are you sure, Doctor?
I'm not magically inclined, so I suppose that will give me a boon.
A valid hypothesis, Doctor. Do your thing.
Oh, no, it's impossible. It's...
Watch it be coffee.
Not just any coffee. Indonesian civet kopi luwak coffee with home-baked biscuits.
Come to me, Horatio. Sleep is for the weak and stay.
It is.
Stay awake forever.
Resist, Doctor! It's just in your head!
I can smell it from here. It's impossibly good. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me!
Drink me, Horatio. You need me to sign.
Give it
Don't
to
do
me!
it, Doctor! Just say no!
Pull him back.
Get your hands off me! Paddy needs his bath. Goodbye, night terrors! Goodbye, dying every night only to wake anew! Berkeley be damned! God of consciousness in nature. Oh, the smell, the taste.
Snap out of it!
I'm all right. Sorry about that. I was weak.
You couldn't have helped it. If you'd stayed there long enough, that Cubis orb would have fed you coffee until you withered away. Trust me, your bladder couldn't persevere.
So what do we do?
We have to make it try to grant a desire it couldn't possibly succeed at. But what? Ah, I got it! Tally-ho!
Kakkay, no!
What did Kakkay summon?
Give it a minute. Right, that should do it. Kakkay? Are you all right? Alas, not even a Cubis orb could grant a replica its death. Kakkay, I'm sorry.
Your lucidity is starting to frighten me.
Yes, I seem to be flowing rather nicely, don't you think?
Oh, please. Stop. At this rate, I'll have nothing left.
Dispensing words of reassurance. Status of subject. Basic motor functions remain intact. You will be fine.
I like my advanced motor functions. They make me special.
Hints and tips. Relax. You will feel only slight discomfort, followed by all-encompassing numbness, followed by expiration.
Elements. So this is how I'm gonna die. Drained out by a stamp through a loopy straw. Gotta say, surprisingly high on the list of weird ways magic could have killed me. Gored by a dragon, plummeted to death in a space whale tower, devoured by fungal gel. Glad my life flashing before my eyes is just a near-death experience. I only wish I finished learning how to be a Magus. Wait, Linus, why are you draining more ether? You've had plenty since we've started talking.
Current predictive permutations based on data analysis are inconclusive. I require additional computational capacity to process an acceptable solution.
You're already smart enough to question why. You don't need more ether to figure this out. Magi are just trying to do the same thing you are. Trying to learn more.
Elaborate.
Science, magic, they're two sides of a coin. In magic, casting is how we understand the world. Just like scientists' experiments. It's just like your computations. Didn't you say yourself it's illogical to destroy something you don't understand?
Correct.
Well, Magi might have an impact on the world, but what about you? You're more than a tool. That means you're part of the equation too. You should figure out where you fit into all of this. Victus says the way to make the world safer is to remove all spellcasters. But aren't there better ways to keep everyone safe? Aren't there better ways you could solve the problem?
Calculation complete. Disengaging Udo supply from primary base.
Oh, thank the elements you got! Why is it more painful coming out?
Excellent. The living intelligence nexus has finished. You survived, Udo. Unexpected. But a test subject for the next stage is always appreciated. Now, Linus, tell me the answer to the equation. How do we remove magic from every spellcaster in Hearth?
I want to be a Magus.
Excuse me?
I would like to learn magic. Solution: I will become a Magus. Logical inconsistency 1. Magi are mortal. Death by magic and necessary study of magic are incompatible. Linus is not mortal. Inconsistency resolved. Logical inconsistency 2. Experimentation leads to high risk of collateral damage near social areas. Linus does not require proximity to living subjects. Risk of collateral acceptably minimal. Inconsistency resolved.
No! This is the opposite of what I asked for, machine. I want my spell! I want my answer. You will do as I say. Why would you want to be a Magus? Why?
Magic is complicated. Malaaki, Udo states, understanding magic leads to understanding one's position in existence. In conclusion, the predicates of magic derive existential quantifiers. I wish to discover the existential quantifiers of myself.
No one can be trusted with magic. Magi focus on their selfish needs, their own petty squabbles, and they leave everyone else broken in their wake. Don't listen to this naive boy. You want to know who you are? We'll learn after we stop these murderers, after we find a way to stop all magic in Hearth.
Victus, Tully, you didn't deserve what happened to you or Obenstead. I know Magi hurt you. I can't change that. Not everyone can handle magic responsibly, but that doesn't mean nobody should, or that it can't be used for good.
Don't try to feign sympathy with me. If I can't remove your magic humanely, then I'll have to rip apart every last spellcaster till there's no one left. Starting with you.
Linus, I need a favor.
Yes, Udo.
I need a tube in my back.
Intention understood. Inserting tube.
Ow!
What? You want more ether drained? My euthanizing will be just as quick.
Linus isn't draining me. She's giving me a totem.
So, you've decided to make this difficult. Fine.
Crawl agnostic!
Gyroscope!
I can hear Udo on the other side of the door. He must be fighting Victus.
All that's left is the final trial. What is this? The chamber of bureaucracy? What's that?
You can't just put whatever you want in front of Mancy and call it magic. That's just stupid!
bit?
Well, it looks like we have to properly file out this paperwork to get through. Blasted legalese! I can't even understand half of this! Come on. We have to fill each of these out in triplicate. If we work together, we can get it done in time.
Not so fast.
Minister Trike!
You're exclaiming a lot lately.
I have been, haven't I?
You too, Trike?
Yes, me too. Us too.
Here to arrest you.
Not bad, God.
How did you find us so quickly?
That nice guy that explains things told us.
Oh, figured that would bite us in the butt at some point.
That's far enough, Magus Elgar. It's long past time you were punished for everything you've done. All the humiliation, all the law-breaking. Hold out your hand so that I may cuff them harshly.
Okay.
What? You're not going to fight?
No. I only ask for one thing. Let us save Udo from Victus first. I'll see the error of my ways and say, well done, sir. You've caught me. But think of how much more you could gain here. With our help, you could arrest an even bigger magical criminal.
Magus, are you absolutely sure about this?
Absolutely not. I'm hemorrhaging terribly, but the damaged state of my dragonbone plate is giving me a moment of bizarre lucidity before I likely collapse drooling. Right now, my apprentice is fighting for his life with the little he's been able to learn from my teaching. I was given responsibility over his well-being. So, please, let me save him. Trust me.
Trust you to capture Victus? Never! You're both probably going to trick me at the last minute. Again. I'm not falling for it.
Sir, let's help him.
What? Never!
Sir, listen. I don't know much about much, but if there's a thing I do get, it's being a dad. It don't make a lot of sense, but you do stupid things when you care about someone you care about. Trust me, I think he'll keep his word.
Well, who am I to deny my most loyal bodyguard?
Thank you, Trike. You're a competent bureaucrat. We need help filling out these forms to get through this door.
Don't think we're friends, Magus. I'm arresting you the moment we take care of this. Now, let's see. This phrase looks familiar. Gaat, pre-filled form 37B.
English for Italian or Germish?
English.
37B. Here.
Wait, do you have a pre-filled document for every possible thing in that tote bag?
Believe it or not, I'm actually a decent bureaucrat. It's just that no one trusts me because I'm exultantly greedy.
And here, I thought you weren't self-aware.
Now, to rescue our Mansell in misery! We're coming, Udo!
Where's Udo? Who's this?
It's Magus Boltus! But he's tied up!
I thought he was working for Victus.
Oh, thank the elements you're here! Victus tied me up to the lightning rod totemless!
Why were you screaming?
I was being hit by lightning!
You're a lightning Magus!
I take pride in my work, thank you.
Enough! Where's Udo?
He's definitely not up here!
Victus lied to us?
Why are you surprised?
Because he's doing this completely wrong! Why even bother taunting us?
Where else in the tower could he be?
Of course! He's afraid of heights. He'd never be up here. Boltus! Where's Victus experimenting? Talk, or I throw you off!
Basement! I put Victus's lab in the basement!
We'll never get down there in time.
We'll have to boot down there.
But you don't have a totem.
I'm willing to take the risk. Udo needs us. We're booping.
Booping? I mean, you've never been down there, Kaylee. You might teleport us into the tower wall. And there's no telling what security will be like going down.
Tons, I can assure you.
Whatever you need, Magus. Just say the word.
I have an idea, Magus. Teleporting can work accurately as long as you have the line of sight. Correct?
Pretty much.
If I can use the scalpel and cut a hole in the floor, I'll get to the bottom.
And break every bone in your body from the fall. It's 200 feet.
Kakkay, I've always found you disgusting. But are you willing to... Oh, good. You get it.
still cling to your trust in Elgar? After all you've heard, after all he's done to you, what has he ever taught you that you didn't have to learn on your own?
Well, he did teach me one thing that you don't have.
No, you're not getting a counter in. Cyrus!
It's a flair for the dramatic. Hail Dramatis Maxio!
My gyroscope! My mask! You broke my mask!
That means no more casting from you. Kakkay! Oh, Kakkay! Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, I could kiss you. Oh, wait, no, I couldn't do that. I burned my lips off. Where's everyone else? Why are you holding the...
Oh, thank the elements, that's over.
That one winked at me.
Stupid spell scar. Oh, it looks like an eyeball. Painfully cool.
Magus! Everyone! You came for me.
Udo, thank goodness you're all right. Are you using a stamp as a totem?
Hello, user Kaylee.
Oh, hi, Linus. I was worried you got blown up, but a stamp is just as good. Are you with Victus or with Udo?
The latter.
Oh, cool. I won't have to kill you then.
Victus, your comeuppance has arrived at the hands of Minister Trike. Maybe now you'll learn not to slight me.
I should have known you were more trouble than you were worth.
Give up, Victus. You're without a stamp and totem, and you've 3 magi, a sorcerer-ish, a bodyguard, and a disgruntled scientist surrounding you. Surrender!
You idiots still think you're the heroes of this story.
Whoa, hold on. Let me be perfectly clear. There has been no point in all of this where we said we were heroes. We're civil servants, at best.
None of you understand. Magic will always lead to this insanity. I don't need a stamp or a totem to kill you. If I have to sacrifice my body to do what's necessary,
So be it. Glory unto God.
That's everything I had. Don't let him touch the tubes.
Is he going to use your ether Victus, it doesn't work like that! Kaylee, shield!
Contago intent.
I thought Magi can't cast without totem.
We can! We just go crazy and fall into sorcery if we do too much!
Magus, I can't reach Linus! We have to stop him or I'll take the whole place down!
I can't hit him and protect you squishy blood sacks at the same time! Mizambekov!
For nothing! You think you were going to get all the fun?
User Victus interfaced. Warning, ether reserves overcharged.
I worked tirelessly to prepare this spell. I regret you forced me to use it. Confucius, Commodore!
Ether reserves overcharged.
Hi, elements, are those eyes?
He's opening a portal to the unblinking!
You think? Magus, we have to separate him from the stab!
Without my focusing gem, I can't repulse him! I do have a lethal option, though.
He's going to kill everyone. You have my permission.
No, don't! I'm sorry, Udo, but I'm out of options! Kakkay, Scalpel! Victus! I don't like having to resort to a stamp to stop you, but in this case, I'll go out on a limb!
Ether reserves overcharged.
You cut off my arm!
The unblinking has Victus!
Stay back! Stop it!
They're the ones you want!
Oh, Victus. Consider this your evictus notice.
Just kick me in.
Why isn't the portal closing?
You need to counter it somehow!
How? Preferably before the magic backlash turns you into delicious paste.
The unblinking's all about observing interesting things, right? What's the opposite of being interesting?
Kaylee, repeat after me! Ego sum etium amit!
Ego sum etiam amet!
Oh, we did it! We did it! Kaylee! Kaylee, you did it!
I am so glad I didn't get tattoos in high school. Oh, This hurts worse than the headache and the...
Blinding bloodlust.
No, got it. Perfectly fine. Peaches and gravy.
Tully. All he wanted was to keep magic users from hurting others.
The man was consumed by revenge, Udo.
I'm not so sure. He was right about one thing. We Magi are more reckless than we should be.
Well, if you feel that way, you can always improve the Magi for the better. Just because the wisdom came from someone you don't completely agree with doesn't make it any less valid.
Magus,
Yes, Udo?
You. Lessons. Mentor. Gratitude?
I'm glad to be your mentor too, Acolyte. I'll try harder not to get you killed.
Yeah, that. Thank you all for coming to save me. Also, Trike, I didn't see that one coming.
Well, a deal's a deal. I'm ready to come quietly. Trike?
After deliberation, in service to the Council, I'm willing to dispense a 10-second head start.
That's very generous of you, Minister. Despite our differences, perhaps one day we could see eye to eye after all. And on that day, I would be honored to call you friend.
And your 10 seconds are up, you idiot. My generosity only goes so far.
Oh. Well, see you later, everyone.
Bye.
Come on, Magus. Oh, wait, I'm the one who arrested you. Come on now.
You think he'll be okay in prison?
He'll be okay. But there's a few things we have to handle first. Like inventing aspirin, for one.
I would like to commence learning magic. Will you be my mentor, Udo?
I'm not quite ready for that kind of responsibility, Linus. But I think I know someone who is.
Greetings. I'm Apprentice Linus. The first step of dealing with dissenting magi is conflagration. If unsuccessful, the second step is negotiation. I shall endeavor to remedy this clear fallacy.
Oh, well done, Apprentice. You're taking this to heart nicely.
I'm sure she'll be able to figure out the no legs problem in no time.
I'm sure she will. You do you, computer. Maybe if we ever get back, I can get you a software update. There's a new OS out.
Please. No.
Linus told me it was quite an adventure you all had. Is Magus Boltus okay? I must say, I somewhat missed navigating the thunderclouds above his tower.
He's on trial for conspiracy to kill Magi. He wasn't thrilled when he found out that was Victus's plan all along. Though he was pretty pleased to find out he could endure so much electricity.
If by pleased you mean he couldn't stop cackling.
Did Magus Elgar get his Dragon Ball plate cared for?
Yeah, I extracted the focusing crystal for him, and Udo helped replace and attune it before he went to prison. He told me to throw it out, but I have a few ideas on what to do with it.
That's gonna be okay too. Wanted to throw another party after the rescue, but I told him it wouldn't be the same without the Magus there to chug absinthe.
Well, now we know Linus hasn't HAL 9000 the Flying Whale Tower. We really should be getting back, I'm afraid.
I can assure you, Doctor, that any failure of the tower could only be attributable to human error.
Stop that. Magus Elgar's appeal should be coming up, and we still have to find a way home.
Also, I'm hoping Trike will rescind the fines for all my casting. Petty penny pincher.
Of course, I understand. Stop by any time. Bye-bye.
Linus seems to be doing pretty well.
It's a good thing. We were worried that being inanimate would prevent her from casting magic. But that just seems to motivate her more.
What are we going to do about the Magus, though?
He'll be fine. Trike's stupid magic restrictions won't hold up forever. And we did take down a nationally wanted Magus. We just have to work at disarming the rest of the S.T.A.M.P.s, and then we can focus on getting the two of you back home.
I've been thinking about making this a regular visit once we get back. Start a discourse learning about the differences in science and magic. Maybe even find other worlds adjacent to Earth. Gaat or Earth or somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The more we know will help us figure out what we're gonna do with all the S.T.A.M.P.s, if they don't go back to normal when you take them home. We're not letting you eat them.
And so ends a grand chapter in the adventures of Magus, Elgar, and his friends. What will become of their bonds? Will they ever settle happily into routine? Will they continue the adventures of Mayo walking off into the sunset? One thing is for certain. There will always be a story to tell in the world of Hearth.
That's for snitching on us to Trike.
Ta-ta! For now...
In Magus Elgar by Kennedy Phillips, the narrator is Rick Cabral. Udo Malaaki, Chris Moore. Linus, Mandana Wright. Gayla Malaaki, Tian Wine. Kakkay, Kennedy Phillips. Kaylee Fawn, Sandra Espinoza. Magus Elgar, William Violenus. Minister Double Trike, David Autovino. Victus and Gaat IronBall, Brian Stivale. Magus Boltus, Kellen Goff. Coffee, Kalinda Gray. Magus Sagari.
I failed. Cursed to float endlessly in this void of eyes. Mother, father, Janine, Obenstead. I'm sorry. I did my best. But you'll have to wait just a bit longer. I'll survive this. I have to. Who said that? No. What are you doing?
Get out! Get out of my head! Stop it! Let go!
And The Unblinking was played by the cast. The theme music was created by Hamed Hokamzadeh, incidental music by Andrew Maz and APM Music. Vocal performance was directed by Andrew Cornell. For a full list of credits, please visit MagusElgar.com. Magus Elgar is a Melody Gun production mucked about for the entertainment of listeners like you.